There you go. Yeah.
Stories, I'm a fool for your love.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is gonna be part of a little series I'm gonna call Workout Wednesdays or Fitness Fridays. What I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna show you guys essentially what my workout week looks like. I do train a little bit different than your normal bro splits. So I train a little bit different than your average bro split, which is like arms one day and then biceps another day and then like back and then chest. The way I do it is I do 3 times upper body, 3 times lower body. I split it up between intensity and volume, switching back and forth. Now, there's a lot of reasons why this type of training method is beneficial to not everybody, but is better than a bro split in like a science, research, anatomy, motor, physics type of way. But that's a topic for another video. For today, I'm just gonna show you guys how I train that way, and how, if you want to talk statistics, we'll say that from the time that I started working out like this to now, I don't know how many of you guys actually care about the number on the scale, but we'll say that I've probably dropped around like 9 pounds, if that matters. 21. To me, the weight doesn't really matter because creatine and muscle mass. I've dropped probably, I don't know, maybe like 7% body fat. Squatting's in the 300s, benching's in the 230s, 240s right now. Deadlift is in the 430s. So what I'm getting to is, it's a beneficial way to work out. It kind of maximizes the time that you have available, right? So it's gonna be day 1. It's gonna be a upper body day. It's gonna be mostly focused on, I believe, intensity. I'll go intensity one day for upper body, then intensity lower body, and then I go volume upper body, volume lower body. And then my last 2 days I kind of just go by feel. Like if I feel like I got more in the tank, I'll go for another intensity session. If I feel like not so much, but I still want to get a pump, I'll go for a volume. If you guys want more of a detailed workout description as to why I train like this, how this is beneficial than your average bro split for, we'll say, like most people that are stuck on a bro split, we can go into that. But without further ado, let's just get into the workout. Should be quick. Day 1, intensity. Let's go. Alright guys, so this is day 1, upper body volume. This is just going to be like a highlight of some of the moves that I think is important to go over. They're moves that I see a lot of people make mistakes on. And that being said, just keep an eye on how I have my elbows flared, 45-degree angle, just to keep the shoulder safe. And that's going to be true for all the pressing motions in this video. Another thing I want to point out really quick is how on all of the moves that require you to be flat on a bench, it's important to make sure you have that natural arch on your lumbar spine. That just kind of helps you keep your shoulder blades planted while you press. And you could even see that here on the incline press. I still have that slight arch on my lower back, and it just makes the motion feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more natural too as you do it. And this is another workout I did, just lat pull downs. Placement of the hands is kind of important, but at the end of the day, just as long as you have a grip that's comfortable for you, you'll be okay. And then for this move right here, the overhead press, it's probably one of my favorite shoulder builders, but it's always important to keep your shoulder safe too. So remember that 45-degree I mentioned earlier. And this is just a barbell row. This is probably one of my favorite back moves, so I had to include it. Today is day 2 of my weekly workout, which is lower body, and then I'm doing it with this one.
Well, I'm doing your workout.
She's doing my workout, so there's gonna be lower body.
I'm not doing front squats.
Yeah, she never likes front squats, but anyways, it's gonna be lower body intensity, so not a lot of reps, but higher in the volume, or no, not a lot of reps, but higher in the weight. And yeah, it's my lower body day, so I do lower body stuff because my lower body is dominant. So I'm not doing that many reps, just more weight. Sorry, I didn't mean to kick you. And yeah, well, I'll show you guys the warm-up and then the whole workout. Let's get through this. She took 20 minutes to get ready, but we're about to start. Now on here, I'm just gonna go over just some few warm-ups that I do. It is a lower body day, so for me, something I always struggle with is hip mobility and just having flexible hips. So most of the stretches that I end up doing are just to open up my hips and allow me to get some depth in my squats. These are all hip openers, as you guys can see. You guys should try them out, and you could really feel the difference if you squat without warming up and then you squat after you warm up doing these. I promise you, like going down below 90 or 290, it feels a lot more natural.
Fly away. It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero.
Now this is probably one of the moves that I think people just in general make more mistakes on than any other move, the squat. I am guilty on this one of wearing the wrong type of shoes, but this was my first set. Weight's relatively light, so me wearing running shoes really didn't make a difference, but for heavier weights you do want to wear flat shoes, and in later clips you'll see that I do have flat shoes. Something that a lot of people don't do is hit that 90-degree angle, and that's I think really important to make sure you get a full stretch at the bottom. And now on this one I'm gonna just do front squats. As far as them being better than the other, I don't think there's anything that proves one's better than the other. As far as quad and hamstring activation, they both have about the same efficiency on building the quad, so whatever feels comfortable for you should be good. And now here I mentioned I have the right type of shoes on for lifting, and something that I'm doing here that's a little different is gonna be supersetting my sumo deadlift with my conventional deadlift. The weight here 225, and I would not recommend supersetting it simply because after I was done for the rest of my workout. So if you're gonna do this, I would probably suggest doing this as a burnout, because other than that it's gonna take everything you have in the tank. And to close out the lower body day, I just did some simple lunges with kettlebells on each side. This was done in the effort more to just kind of burn out my legs to make sure I had nothing left. After the deadlifts, I was pretty much gassed, but I feel like I could still push through, make a last minute effort to just burn out my legs. Alright, and here we are with day 3 upper body volume. This is going to consist of lighter weight, as you can tell, with a lot more reps. Now I am doing some of the same push motions you saw on the previous video, and this is just simply because as of right now I am currently trying to build up my bench. I think that my bench is one of the struggling points in my lifts, so if you see me doing a lot of pushing motions or pressing motions, that's the reason why essentially. So we got incline dumbbell press, and that's actually going to be followed by an Arnold press. These are probably like one of the best shoulder moves you can do if you want to just knock out all 3 heads of the shoulder in one move. I highly recommend these if you want to try them out. And then just gonna hit arms really quick. We're gonna do some hammer curls. On this one I believe I was doing 4 sets of 10 just to try to burn them out, because this was towards the end of my workout. Again, these are just highlights of the whole workout routine that I'm doing. And now this isn't just a regular bench press, this is a close grip bench press, just trying to hit some triceps. And we're gonna finish it up with just some quick back moves right here. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to day 4 of my weekly workout. If I look tired, I am tired. Today is gonna be a lower body volume day. So if we go back to day 2, I had an intensity day. I went really heavy-ish. So today we're gonna go more on volume. So we're gonna go for more of like 10 to 15 rep range. And I don't know if I mentioned in the last video, I probably did. I keep my leg days fairly simple because my legs, I'm really quad. I'm really like lower body dominant, so my lower body develops a lot faster than my upper body. So I just stick to the basics. I'll see you guys in the gym. Let's just get this workout done. And here is my lower body volume day. And on this one, again, you'll see me doing a lot more reps over weight. And as I mentioned on the clip, I keep my lower body days pretty simple because I happen to be lower body dominant. Like, my lower body develops way quick. So I just keep it pretty basic: squats in any variation, deadlifts in any variation, and then I always go to accessory moves just to make sure that if I feel one muscle group taking over in a certain compound movement, I can make up for it doing accessory work. So that's another good point to keep in mind. Yo, what's going on, guys? Today is day 5 of the weekly workout. I think today's one of the more longer workouts. I think I'd have to check. On a different note, today is the last day of that workout schedule. So after today, I'm switching it up for the following 2 months. So this should be good. So it's gonna be a lot of recording, but I'm gonna do my best to give you guys like the best angles and still kind of keep form and stay true to how the exercise should be done. Throughout this series, like, my whole point is not to give you guys like my max weight or how much weight I can lift, but more of showing you guys how things should be done. That way there's like an understanding of how the weights should be moving. But anyways, we're gonna head to the gym now, and I'll catch up with you guys probably after, because this should be the last video. So yeah, let's go to the gym. And this is gonna be the last workout of the week. Here we got upper body again, hitting it with volume, and this is gonna include more of shoulder work while still hitting every other muscle group, like the back and the chest, and a little bit of arms as well. So we start with side laterals, then we go with front delt raises. This is a move that it's always my go-to when I want to build my front delt, because for me specifically, I really feel the burn after just a couple of reps, and you have to keep the weight really light so it keeps you honest on the weight. And now here we go again with the hammer curls. I believe that in this day, given that it was volume, I think I did 2 sets of just burnout, so AMRAPs. Did it twice. Once I felt like the burn, I put the weights down, took like a 30-45 second rest, and then jumped back into them, knocked them out pretty quick. And then after this, we jumped into seated curls. I like seated curls a little better just because you can't really swing your body to get the weight up, so it helps you get like also a better stretch on the bicep, and that's probably one of my favorite bicep moves. Here you see me, probably my go-to for triceps, the skull crusher. On this one, I've noticed that at the top it's really important for me to squeeze so I can actually feel my triceps activating, because if I'm just moving the weight around, I honestly don't feel anything. So that's a cue you might want to try if you feel it, or if you don't feel it actually. Here, doing 21s on the bicep curl, pretty basic move. I think everybody's familiar with it. 7 reps down, 7 reps in the middle, and 7 full reps, and that's essentially like 1 set, I guess. These, I call them spider curls. I use them just to build my shoulders a little more. I specifically feel these in my rear delt, so if your rear delts are a trouble area, like for me they are, so this is one of the moves that I always find to be one of the go-tos. And another bit of accessory work, tricep push downs. On these, make sure that you can control the weight, make sure you're not rocking with the weight, and that you make that little lean towards the rope. It actually makes a big difference if you're doing that when you're working your triceps. Alright, and that's gonna conclude my week workout. I know I said 6 days. I only included footage for 5 out of those days, but the reason for that is that on my 6th day is usually like a cardio day, and I'll do like Stairmaster, running, or any sort of cardio move. And I always end up feeling that on my legs. I consider it a lower body cardio day, and watching me run on a treadmill for 30 minutes and then 10 minutes of hit was not very entertaining to record. So just keep in mind, my 6th day is essentially like my cardio focused day. This is my old workout split. Now that the month started, I'm doing something a little different as far as my workout split. So maybe I'll do a video on this new split as well. But as far as that goes, I'm gonna close up the video right here. I hope you guys found it useful. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully try some of the moves that you guys saw in here. If you guys do, let me know. Let me know if you guys want to see more of the science research videos that I do. I find those really fun to make, and I think they actually help a lot of people. So if you guys want to see more of those, also let me know. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.